Hello, my name is Rick Hake. I'm a candidate for Congress for District 2 of Oregon. And I'd like to talk to you today about a problem that we have in this country that we could solve if we get after it. It's called energy. I'm sure you all know we're in a severe energy crisis at the moment, and the fact that we are being held hostage basically by the rest of the world, the people who control the energy prices for fossil fuels. I'm sure you all also know that we have an estimated oil reserve that's not being used. I don't know exactly what that amount is, but we should open that up immediately. Some people say that would not have much impact on the price immediately, but it would have a price effect sooner or later. Also, we need to open oil well drilling and on the offshore and onshore. The rules that we have now make it pretty near impossible to do anything in that degree for that area, and we need to open that up. I'm sure you all realize that fossil fuels are finite. We will get to a point where we don't have any more. Might not be in my generation, but it's coming. And if we wait too long, we're going to have a very serious problem. But to me, the bigger problem is we need to get independent, energy independent. And I have some ideas in mind for that. First, I'd like to say that Mr. Walden says that we have 5 to 10 years before any oil would touch a pipe. He said that recently in a Grants Pass newspaper article. Well, I would disagree with that. I work for the oil industry as a mudlogger. Most of you probably refer to that more accurately up here in this part of the country as a well site geologist. And I've seen the oil field do some remarkable things. They're working on a basis of about $15,000 $15,000 a day to drill a well. And they're working on drilling programs. They have time constraints on, and they've got a certain amount of wells to complete within that package. And their investors are demanding them to do them on schedule. Now, because of the cost, the oil field doesn't mess around when it comes to getting things done. I've seen them do some remarkable things, including fly a $12 part in with a Learjet because they couldn't make it locally and they couldn't order it from any other source. So they'll spend whatever it takes to get that well moving and drilling. They'll do the same thing on these oil refineries. I've heard it estimated no oil refinery can be completed within 5 years. Well, I've been to websites of a couple of these companies, and they take great pride in the fact that they're refining oils within a year to a year and a half. So we got the means to get after it and to get the oil price down. In the meantime, we need to solve the oil dilemma and get off of that form of energy. So we need to create some incentives that will get more bright minds after the different ways in which we can use energy. We have a lot of sources, from hydrogen, solar to wind, wave energy even off the ocean. I don't understand it all, but I know that a lot of work's been done in that area, and they are getting some results. We need to do what we can to encourage these results, and we need to do some things that will stimulate this work. One of these things would be to create deadlines for the use of fossil fuels. And personally, I'd like to see 2020 as our deadline for being off of fossil fuels, or at least reduced to like 20% of what we're doing right now by 2020. Also, I'd like to see new housing starts in 2020 require to be self-contained, solar powered, so that all that roof space on top can be used to be generating the power and storage containment facilities within the house itself, like a fuel cell or something of that nature, to where houses are independent. Also, I think a large area that we could be working on too is nuclear power. We have a number of nuclear power stations that are working in our country right now. It's proven itself to be a very viable form of energy. We park all of our Navy ships right in the harbors of big cities, and it's just something that the government is using, and we need to open it up more to industrial and large metropolitan areas, because it's a very economical and it's a very dependable source of energy. Right now, I think the last count I saw was something like 22 nuclear power facilities in this country that are underway and working. We need to increase that dramatically. And maybe the day would come when we can be totally solar powered or whatever. But those are the things that I would work at as a congressman, is to get those forms of energy started. Now, I'm not the engineering type, but I know what they look like, and I can find them, and I'd like to get them around me and be helping them to create the kind of laws and rules that we need to get away from fossil fuels. You can learn more about my stand on energy and the sources from which I get things from my website at www.rickhake.com, and click on the Energy tab. Thank you.